Archangel Michael says, lean in closely now, because what you are about to hear will shake your heart. The truth is heavy, and it has been hidden from you for far too long. Someone you trusted has been moving in silence, and their actions have already reached a point of no return. They smile in your face, yet the shadows they carry are darker than you could ever imagine. Every word they speak is carefully measured to make you believe they stand with you. But the reality is, if you truly knew the depth of what they've done, you would walk away without a second thought. This moment is not ordinary, it is a divine revelation unfolding before your eyes. Heaven has been watching, and the secrets buried in silence are now rising to the surface. Stay still, because every beat of your heart is pulling you closer to the truth that will free you. The weight of betrayal has been pressing on your shoulders, though you couldn't name it. That uneasy feeling, the sleepless nights, the sudden chills, it was never random. It was a warning. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The one you think is loyal has whispered words in places you can't even imagine. They have plotted with others, using your name like a coin tossed into the fire. They never thought you would find out, but heaven ensures nothing remains hidden forever. Every glance they gave you had two meanings, one for you to see, and one they held back. Their silence was not innocence, it was calculation. And what they carried inside was never love, it was envy disguised as care. You were marked from the beginning, chosen for light that threatened their shadows. Instead of celebrating your rise, they looked for cracks to break you apart. That is why heaven is sending this message now, to lift the veil. Their guilt has already begun to eat them from the inside. They are restless, pacing at night, replaying their own betrayal in their head. They know that truth is closing in, and soon the mask will fall. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Stay with me, because every line you hear is not accident, it is protection. Archangel Michael says, the power of heaven is clearing your path and cutting ties that are draining your spirit. You may feel like you are losing someone, but in reality, you are being set free. The tears you shed are not weakness, they are washing away the residue of their lies. The pain you feel is not punishment, it is the final step before relief comes rushing in. And the door that closes now will open to something purer, something unshakable. You were never meant to remain in chains of deception. Your spirit was designed to breathe in truth, to rise in freedom, and to walk in the light untainted by betrayal. That is why heaven will not let this pass by without exposing it. This message comes with urgency, because if you delay, the weight of their lies could hold you back another season. But if you let go now, you will rise into blessings they cannot touch. The truth is painful, but the release will bring you peace. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The person you once trusted is trembling behind their smile. Their secret is a storm they cannot control, no matter how hard they try to hide it. And soon, the storm will break, and their name will be tied to their deeds. Do not fear what will be revealed, because it is not meant to break you, it is meant to free you. Heaven never exposes without offering restoration. The ending you face now is the beginning of your new wholeness. They thought they could weave lies like threads around your destiny. But they underestimated heaven's hand. Every thread they tried to tie is being cut one by one, until their web collapses in front of them. And when it does, you will stand taller, untouched, and more powerful than before. This exposure will not leave you broken, it will leave you protected and unstoppable. Heaven is showing you who they truly are, so you can finally walk without looking back. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The walls around you have ears, and the whispers that have reached heaven are not light. Their laughter was never pure, it was sharpened, hidden, cutting through your back when you weren't watching. And every time you felt a sudden wave of sadness, it was the echo of their secret words against you. They knew your kindness was strong, and they used it like a shield to cover their own shadows. But kindness does not blind heaven. Every word, every plan, every deception has been recorded in the light. That is why the truth is pressing forward now, refusing to stay buried. Your heart has sensed it already, you just didn't want to believe it. That sickening feeling when their eyes met yours was a sign you ignored. Heaven is telling you now, you were not imagining it, the betrayal was real. The person you thought would stand by you has already stood against you in silence. They are carrying a weight of guilt that grows heavier every single day. And no matter how they smile, the cracks in their disguise are widening. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The truth has a way of rising, no matter how deep it's buried. What they did in secret is now being unraveled in front of your eyes. Their lies are dissolving, and soon the entire picture will be clear. Stay here, because this is not just information, it is your warning and your protection. The one who tried to harm you will watch as the very trap they built snaps back onto their own life. Their downfall will not come from your hands, but from the justice heaven has released. Every conversation they had about you in secret has already reached the ears of angels. Every cruel word is now a stone tied to their own path. And when the truth strikes, it will not be you who bends, it will be them who crumbles. Archangel Michael says, the sword of light is cutting their ties to your destiny. The chains of deceit are being shattered as you hear these words. And though it hurts now, you are being raised into a strength they can never touch. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Do not look back once this truth settles in your heart. You cannot heal in the same place that broke you. This is why heaven is pulling you out before more damage can be done. Your spirit is too precious to be drained by people who pretend. Your life is too important to be tied to those who hide daggers behind smiles. The separation you're about to see is not loss, it is protection. Already, you may notice them avoiding your gaze, fumbling with their words, restless in their silence. These are not coincidences, they are cracks in their mask. They cannot hide much longer. When the exposure comes, remember this moment. Remember you were warned, protected, and shielded long before it struck. You are not a victim, you are a survivor of heaven's intervention. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The ground under your feet is shifting, my beloved one, but it is not to harm you, it is to move you out of the shadows you didn't even know you were standing in. The same people who once said your name with sweetness have already written it on paper with bitterness. Their eyes hold two faces, and you have only ever been allowed to see one. Even now, as you breathe and read, the weight of their secret is trembling. They have sensed that the truth is coming, that the things they tried to bury are rising like fire through the cracks. You have begun to feel it too, the sudden shiver, the heavy air, the sense that something huge is standing just behind you. Heaven wants you to stay calm while everything around you is revealed. You are not in danger, you are in a moment of unveiling. This is the time when masks fall, when hidden intentions become clear, when you finally see who walks with you and who only stood nearby for their own gain. Your tears have already washed away so much of the residue they left on your heart. That is why you feel lighter now, even though you haven't received the full explanation. The light is breaking through, and soon the entire room will be bright enough for you to see every corner. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The person you once thought would never harm you has been carrying your name into places of gossip and doubt. They have whispered and woven stories so that others would see you differently. But those stories are now dissolving, and the ones who heard them will begin to question the lies they believed. You are stepping into a season where your reputation will no longer be in their hands. Heaven is reclaiming your name, your dignity, and your power. No accusation formed against you will stand once the light reaches it. They will be left holding their own words like fire that burns their palms. They will be left standing in the shadows they created, watching you walk free. And as they do, the silence between you will speak louder than any confrontation ever could. Archangel Michael says, the separation you're feeling is the sword of protection, not rejection. It is heaven drawing a line so that you can walk forward without poison in your veins. You may feel grief now, but it is the grief of shedding what was false, not losing what was true. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Everything you are experiencing is confirmation. The strange dreams, the sudden names that pop into your mind, the moments when you almost speak but something tells you to stay silent, these are signs. You are being guided step by step through a maze designed to protect you until the final reveal. The truth is not here to punish you. It is here to free you from the weight of bonds you didn't even realize were chains. You are being moved into a space where your heart can breathe without suspicion, where your soul can heal without intrusion. Already, the people who truly care for you are being drawn closer, and those who never had pure intentions are drifting away. This is not coincidence, this is the hand of heaven rearranging your circle. Watch as new faces appear, as old friends return, as unexpected support rises. The one who betrayed you may try to reach out again, but you will feel the difference immediately. Their words will sound hollow, their gestures will feel heavy. You will no longer be blinded by their mask because heaven has given you new eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The silence around you is not empty, it is the sound of heaven rearranging everything on your behalf. As one chapter closes, another begins to write itself without the weight of falsehood. You are being shifted into a higher place where only truth can stand beside you. The person who tried to shape your story has lost their hold over it. Their influence was temporary, their shadow fleeting, but your destiny is permanent. Each day you move further from their grip, you move closer to the life you were meant to live. Even now, heaven is placing people in your path who speak life, who carry light, who see you for who you are. They may be strangers at first, but you will feel the difference. Their presence will not drain you, it will strengthen you. Archangel Michael says, your path is now being guarded. No whispered plan can cross the line of protection set around you. The words of betrayal will echo back to their sender and never reach your heart again. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Your dreams will start to show you pieces of the truth. You will wake up with names, with places, with moments that suddenly make sense. This is not imagination, it is heaven's way of preparing you for clarity without shock. The heaviness in your chest will lighten, the confusion will fade, and you will begin to see with new eyes. You will no longer mistake envy for love or control for care. Every mask will dissolve before you speak a single word. The one who hurt you will find themselves at a crossroads. They will be forced to choose between confession and collapse. This is not your work to do, heaven has already set the stage for their own truth to find them. You are stepping into a new season where truth is your companion. Deception cannot follow you into this place. The light you carry now will expose and scatter anything that does not belong to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Soon, you will feel the shift completely. The calls that once drained you will stop. The places that once felt heavy will no longer call your name. And the peace you've been longing for will rest on you like a warm cloak. People will notice the change in you. They will see your calm, your clarity, your quiet strength, and they will wonder what happened. But you will know that it was heaven's hand removing what was never yours to hold. Your story will not end with betrayal. It will begin with freedom. Your identity will not be marked by their actions, it will be marked by your resilience. Every scar will become a sign of how far you've come, not of what you lost. The truth you've received here is not a curse, it is a gift. It is your permission to release what hurts, to step away without guilt, and to walk forward without chains. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. The night around you has been heavy, but notice how the air is shifting. That strange pressure in your chest, that sense of unease you couldn't explain, it was never just emotion. It was heaven pushing you to recognize that someone's mask has finally started to crack. Every step you take forward is pulling you away from the person who no longer deserves your trust. Their lies are unraveling, not by your hand but by the hand of divine justice. The world they built on shadows is collapsing in silence, and you are walking out into clarity. The more you distance yourself, the more you will feel strength returning. Their absence is not emptiness. It is space for your spirit to breathe. And in that breath, you will find a calmness you haven't felt in years. Archangel Michael says, heaven will never let you remain blind in the presence of betrayal. That is why this message is reaching you now, so that your eyes are open, your heart is steady, and your future is no longer tied to deception. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The person who once spoke softly has been sharpening their words in secret. They thought their actions would never reach your awareness. But light has a way of exposing darkness, and now their shadows are standing in plain sight. You may begin to notice small details, hesitation in their speech, discomfort in their presence, avoidance in their eyes. These are not random moments, they are signs. Heaven is showing you that the truth has already started to rise. You are not meant to confront with anger, but to walk away with power. Let them battle with the weight of their own choices. You are called to step higher, to move beyond what tried to hold you. The time of silent suffering has ended. What once made you doubt yourself will now confirm your intuition. You were right all along, and heaven is proving it by unfolding the truth step by step. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Do not be afraid of what is leaving. Do not fear the silence that follows. In that silence, your heart will hear things it could not hear before, your own strength, your own wisdom, your own clarity. The bond that is breaking was never made to last. It was stitched together by convenience, not by purity. And now those threads are snapping one by one, leaving you free at last. Every moment of betrayal they created has become fuel for your transformation. The very thing they thought would destroy you is becoming the reason you rise. Their cruelty is turning into your crown. You are being lifted into a season where truth is your shield and light is your guide. Nothing hidden will stay hidden. Nothing false will survive beside you. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Already, heaven is aligning new doors in your path. Opportunities that were blocked are now opening. People who carry genuine care are drawing nearer. Blessings that were delayed are being released. The weight that once sat on your shoulders will no longer press down. The exhaustion you carried from false connections will vanish. Your spirit will feel as though it has stepped into fresh air for the first time. The one who betrayed you will watch this transformation with silence. Their eyes will see you shine, but their hands will not touch your blessing. They will realize too late that they never had the power to break you. Your story is not ending in pain. It is beginning in freedom. And freedom is the greatest gift heaven could place in your hands right now. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The cracks in their disguise are widening faster than they can cover them. Every word they once twisted is circling back, pressing on their conscience like a weight they can no longer carry. They feel the collapse approaching, and the fear they once tried to place on you is now living inside of them. Your spirit has already begun to detach. You can sense it when you hear their voice, when you see their name, when you remember their presence. Something inside of you is no longer bound, because heaven has started the separation. You may not see all the details yet, but trust that the truth is moving. It is unfolding like a scroll, line by line, until every hidden act is revealed. And when it does, you will stand in the center of clarity, unshaken. Archangel Michael says, "You are being led out of the storm with wings of fire." No matter how strong their deception was, it cannot overpower the light of heaven that shields you now. What is leaving you is not loss, it is release. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The heaviness you carried for so long will not follow you into this new chapter. Your nights will no longer be haunted by confusion. Your mornings will no longer begin with doubt. Instead, peace will rise with the sun and cover you like a promise. Those who truly belong in your life will feel lighter, clearer, and stronger beside you. Their words will align with their actions, their presence will bring calm instead of tension. You will know them not by what they say, but by the peace that follows them. The one who betrayed you will slowly fade. Their attempts to hold on will weaken with every day that passes. And eventually, their name will no longer carry power in your life. This is heaven's justice, quiet but unstoppable. The scales are balancing, and everything they did in secret is returning to their own hands. You are free. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The freedom you are stepping into will make you wonder how you ever lived in chains. You will look back and realize that the unease you felt was not your imagination, it was heaven's warning all along. And now that warning has become revelation. Your strength is not just in surviving. It is in rising higher. You are not only walking away from betrayal, you are walking into restoration. Every tear you shed is watering the ground for your blessing. Doors that once seemed locked are swinging open with ease. Connections that were delayed are arriving at the perfect time. What you thought was stolen is being returned in greater measure. You are no longer trapped by their words or their plans. You are free to write your story without interruption, without deception, without chains. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The silence you will carry forward is not emptiness, it is power. No response, no confrontation, no explanation is needed. The truth itself will speak for you, and it will echo louder than anything they ever said. Those who believe their lies will soon see the truth on their own. Their eyes will be opened, and they will realize who was pure and who was false. You will not need to defend yourself, heaven will do it for you. Your destiny is too important to be delayed by their shadows. That is why this moment had to come, why this revelation could not wait. Heaven is clearing your path so you can walk unburdened. Every step forward will feel lighter, every breath deeper, every moment brighter. The storm has passed, and you are standing in the clearing. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The path in front of you is glowing, even if your eyes don't fully see it yet. Each step you take away from their lies is a step into the life you were always meant to have. The confusion that once clouded you is clearing, and the horizon ahead is opening like a sunrise. Their voice will no longer echo in your mind the way it used to. The grip they had on your emotions is loosening, thread by thread, until nothing of them remains attached to your soul. What once drained you is being removed so you can rise. You will soon realize that what they tried to take was never truly theirs to hold. Your peace, your destiny, your blessings, all of it is sealed by heaven. No betrayal can touch what is divinely written. Archangel Michael says, the time of silence is ending. The truth is no longer hidden in shadows. The sword of light has already cut through their web, and you are stepping out untouched. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Watch closely, because signs will begin to appear around you. A sudden word from a stranger, a dream you cannot ignore, a repeating number that catches your eye, these are confirmations. They are heaven's way of reminding you that you are guided every second. The people who were deceived by their words will start to see differently. Their eyes will open, and they will realize where the truth has always been. And in that moment, you will be vindicated without ever needing to speak. The one who betrayed you will face their reflection. They will see the weight of their choices staring back at them. No excuse will be enough, no mask will hide them from the truth. And as they collapse under their own weight, you will rise stronger than ever before. Their fall is not your loss, it is your freedom. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. Already, doors of restoration are swinging wide for you. Relationships that were pure but lost are coming back. Opportunities that were delayed are returning with double the favor. You are stepping into a season where everything begins to align in your favor. You will no longer question who belongs in your life. The separation will make it clear. Those who carry love will stay, and those who carry deception will disappear. Your energy will no longer be drained by false bonds. Instead, you will feel lighter, freer, stronger. Your spirit will feel like it has been released from a cage you didn't even know you were trapped in. And when you look back, you will not see loss, you will see deliverance. You will thank heaven for the separation that once broke your heart but saved your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. The circle around you is being refined. Every person who cannot carry truth is being removed. And every person who carries light is being drawn closer to you. This is heaven's design, shaping your path for the greater purpose ahead. Your destiny is too great to be delayed by shadows. That is why this moment had to come now. The longer you stayed, the more your spirit would have been drained. But heaven has stepped in. The mask has been removed. The truth is in your hands, and the freedom is already yours. Stand firm, because this is your turning point. From here forward, you rise. Type Amen to get blessing 2727.